Hello and welcome to Sports 360. I am your host, Ahmed Hamad. With South Africa versus Australia, second T20 of the three-match series, and South Africa beat Australia by 53 runs, leveling the three-match series 1-1. Brevis record-breaking 125 not out sets up series leveling victory, and South Africa piled up 218, largely thanks to Brevis' extraordinary display, and Australia fell away after Tim David departed. David Brevis scored South Africa's highest individual T20I score, their second fastest T20 100 of 41 balls, and became the youngest South Africa to hit a century in this format as they put on their best score against Australia to scare the series 1-1 in Darwin, with this decider to come in Cairns on Saturday. What a brilliant performance from South Africa after losing the first match, but the match was a nail biting 17 runs, not a big difference. Uh, but in the second match, they comprehensively defeated Australia. Batting first, South Africa scored 218 for the loss of 7 wickets in their stipulated 20 overs, and in reply, Australia were bowled out for 165 in 17.4 overs, thus losing the match by 53 runs. After being put into bat first, South Africa had a wonderful start of 34 in 3.3 overs, and they lost the first wicket when Ryan Reckleton was out, and South Africa with 33 for 1. Reckleton scored 14 of 10 balls, hitting 1 4 and 1 6. He was caught by Tim David, off the bowling of Ben Dawes. While the second wicket fell at 44, Aiden Markram, the captain, departs after scoring 18 from 13 balls, hitting 2 4s and 1 6. With a strike rate of 138, he was caught by Mitchell Owen, off the bowling of Glenn Maxwell. The third wicket fell at 57. Luan D. Pretorius was the third man to go, and in the seventh over, and Pretorius made only 10 runs. The fourth wicket at 183. Yes, from 57 for 3, the partnership, fourth wicket partnership, took South Africa's total to 183, and they lost their fourth wicket in the 17th over. Tristan Stubb was the fourth man to go, scoring 31 of 22 balls, hitting 3 4s, caught by substitute Juanman off the bowling of Adam Zampa. The fifth wicket at 196, Rassie van der Dusen was out after scoring 5 of 3 balls, and he was caught by Sean Abbott of the bowling of Dawes. And the sixth wicket at 197 in the 90th over, Corbin Bosch was out without scoring, clean bowled by Josh Hazelwood. The seventh wicket at 218, Kagiso Rabada was the seventh man to go, scoring 5, and he was run out by Abbott. And in the end, South Africa scored 218 for the loss of 7 wickets. But not to forget, a brilliant, mind-boggling inning of David Brevis, who scored 125 unbeaten runs of just 56 balls, hitting 12 fours and 8 sixes. What a brilliant performance. 12 fours and 8 sixes. Altogether, South Africa team scored 146 runs in boundaries out of 218. Looking at the Australian bowling attack, Josh Hazelwood, 4 overs, 56 runs and 1 wicket with economy of 14. Then Glenn Maxwell, 4 overs, 44 runs and 2 wicket with economy of 11. Ben Dawes, 4 overs, 24 runs and 2 wicket. He was economical, just 6 was his economy. And Sean Abbott, 4 overs, 44 runs and no wicket. 11 was his economy. And Adam Zampa gave away 46 runs in his quota of 4 overs, and he captured 1 wicket, and his economy was 11.50. In reply, Australia, chasing a target of 219, were bundled out for 165 in 17.4 overs, thus losing the match by 53 runs. They lost their first wicket in the second over. Travis Head was the first man to go, scoring 5 from 8 balls, hitting 1 4, caught by Pretorius off the bowling of Aiden Markram. The second wicket at 29, Cameron Green departs after scoring 9 from 7 balls, caught by Peter off the bowling of Mafaka. The third wicket fell at 77. Mitchell Marsh, Australian captain, departed after scoring 22 of 33 balls, hitting 2 4s and 1 6 with a strike rate of 169. He was caught by Tristan Stubbs off the bowling of Corbin Bosch. The fourth wicket at 104, Tim David again playing another blinder of an inning, scoring exactly 50 of 24 balls, hitting four fours and four sixes with a staggering strike rate of 208. And he was out, caught by Rassi van der Dusen off the bowling of Rabada. Then they lost the fifth wicket at 112. Glenn Maxwell was the fifth man to go, and he could only score 16 of 10 balls, hitting 1 4 and 1 6. Caught by Brevis off the bowling of Mafaka. The sixth wicket at 147. Mitchell Owen departs after scoring 8 from 13 ball, and he was clean bowled by Mafaka, who was bowling with extreme pace. And then the seventh wicket, Alex Carey was the seventh man to go in the 16th over, and when Australia were 151. Alex Carey made 26 of 18 balls, hitting 3 fours, and he was caught by Brevis of the bowling of Peter. The 8th wicket at 165, Ben Dawes depart after scoring 12 from 7 ball, hitting 1-6, and he was clean bowled by Corbin Bosch. The 9th wicket fell at 165, back-to-back wicket, Adam Zampa in the 17th over, and he was out on the very first ball without scoring, caught by Stubbs of the bowling of Bosch. While the 10th and final wicket fell in the 18th over, Sean Abbott was the last man to go, and he could only score 1 run, and he was caught by Rabada of the bowling of Lungi Nigiri, and Australia were all out for 165 in 17.4 overs. Now looking at the South African bowling attack, Kagiso Rabada, 3 overs, 21 runs and 1 wicket. Aiden Makram, 1 over, 9 runs and 1 wicket. Lungi Nigiri, 3.4 overs, 19 runs and 1 wicket. Faina Mafaka, 4 overs, 57 runs and 3 wicket. Nakabaya, Peter, 3 overs, 35 runs and 1 wicket, and Corbin Bosch, 3 overs, 20 runs and 3 wickets. So, David Brevis, who scored a brilliant century, was declared man of the match. Brevis, who already holds the South Africa's domestic record for the highest T20 score of 162, put on mesmerizing display on his only 9 T20. He hit 12 fours and 8 sixes for a total of 96 runs in boundaries and was excellent down the ground. More than half of his runs, 66, were scored in V, including 6 sixes, and all but single-handedly built South Africa's total. Brevis, who was dropped on 56, scored 91 of 126 in the fourth wicket partnership with Centurion. For 4 of Australia's 5 bowlers conceded 11 runs and over. His 4 overs cost Ben Dawes, his 4 overs cost just 24. He was exceptional. But it was not enough to keep South Africa to a reachable total despite their strength in chasing. This was the first time in 9 matches that Australia has lost batting second, ending a record run of 9 wins in a row, and the first time they had lost to South Africa in 7 meetings. They would have required the highest successful chase in Australia to avoid that. There were moments when Australia were threatening, most notably at 104 for 3 in the 10th over, but were always behind the run rate. Tim David's half century was the only individual score of 26. Teenage left arm seamer Faina Mafaka, who was expensive, and all-rounder Corbin Bosch were the most successful of wicket takers and finished with 3 wickets each. South Africa, 53 runs win was their biggest margin of victory over Australia. Beating Australia by 53 runs is a big achievement. Anyways, now the third and final match will decide who's going to win this match, who's going to win this series. Wishing both the team best of luck. We come to the end of our show. Till the next program, it's goodbye from Sports 360.